Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 2 for chemistry. This week, I'm going to go through the college prep chemistry schedule. You guys both have the same schedule, just different assignments. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. So when you click on quarter 3, week 2, you're going to click on week 2, day 1. Now, all of these days actually will not be visible to you because they're unpublished, but they will be published by 5 a.m. the morning that they are supposed to be completed. So if you clicked on week 2, day 1, and you clicked on your start here, week 2, and this is just a introduction to the week, some reminders. So a couple of reminders. Number 1, please make sure that I expect everyone to attend our Zoom meetings. I use this time to take attendance and then also go over any questions. If I feel like there's a lot for us to go over, then I might just look at the Zoom log to see who was logged in to take attendance. Otherwise, I'll sit there with my grade sheet and I will take attendance for the day. So please make sure that you check in. They're only 15-minute meetings. I make sure that you're in and out as quickly as possible, but it's a good time for you to check in with me and ask any questions, especially on a day like, for example, on Wednesday when you're taking your test. If you have any last-minute questions before your test, that would be a good time to ask those questions. So another thing that I'd like for you to remember is that daily assignments are due the next morning by 10 a.m. And also when you're completing ed puzzles, make sure that you are taking notes. I feel like having notes to reference back would be really helpful when you're doing your different assignments and when you're doing your tests and quizzes, because you're able to use those notes. So I would really make sure that you're taking some decent handwritten notes. Finally, when you're completing your CK12 readings that are not linked Google Documents, you must complete the practice questions. So the green linked button and then turn in. This is the only way that those assignments are going to be graded. So I'm going to show you an example of that before I walk you through the weekly calendar. So if you, what I mean by a Google document, the linked Google document would be something like this, where I have given you the title of the CK12. This is going to be the introduction to chemical reactions. This isn't exactly what it looks like. It needs to be polished up a little bit, but this is the introduction to chemical reactions. And then it has the CK12 links right here. I expect you to read those and then answer these questions. It's very helpful if you answer the questions in a different color ink. It's helpful for me in the grading process. So that's what I mean by a linked Google document. But if I don't have a linked Google document and I have a linked CK12 reading, which you'll have one of each this week. One day you'll have lessons 6.1 to 6.5, and then another day you'll have 6.6, 6.7, and 6.8. So if you look at 6.6, okay, when I scroll down here, there's this button right here and it says view practice. So when you view practice right here, okay, you view the practice, and then this is going to allow you, it's an adaptive test, and it's going to give you some questions, and it's going to adapt to you answering the questions. Students need to answer 10 correct answers or 10 answers correctly to complete your practice, and then that's going to give you your score. Right here, where mine says assign, yours will actually say turn in. And you need to make sure that you click that button right there to turn in your assignment. And that's the only way that those are going to end up being sent to me in the gradebook. Okay, so that's what I mean by the two different types of CK12 assignments. So let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule. Since we're in the college prep tab, I will go ahead and look at the college prep schedule. So you'll see we're doing a wrap up of bonding and an introduction to reactions. Right here, I kind of give you the two main questions. So number 1, where do we get the names for different compounds? That's a wrap up from last week. And then for the second one, what are some solutions to fixing the lead issue in Flint's water? And that is something that we're going to start to investigate. And it's a situation that's very near and dear to my heart. So I really enjoy studying that. And I really feel like it fits really well in with chemical reactions and the discussion of chemical reactions. This right here is the standard that we're going over. And then these are the things that I expect you to be able to do by the end of this week. So you'll see Monday is blocked out as a holiday. I hope you enjoyed the day, and I hope maybe you were able to do something kind for somebody while you had the day off. So the next day, Tuesday, which is the day you're on, you're going to do an elaborate review of binary ionic and molecular formulas. That's going to be an Edpuzzle. And then you're going to have a second elaborate Edpuzzle. Basically, the two of those are just going to be a review videos for you. One is around 10, 11 minutes long, and then the other one is around 5 minutes long. And those are going to be reviews on naming and forming compounds, binary and ternary compounds. And then you're going to have your evaluate your review of naming and bonding. And so there are different numbers for each class, but I made that worth 10 points to make it worth your while. And the day should take it between 1.5 and 2 hours. So college prep, your Zoom link is right here, 12:25. Honors chemistry, your Zoom link will be right there, and that's going to be at 9:15. On Wednesday, we're going to wrap up bonding. So you're going to have a bonding test. The amount that that's going to be out of is to be determined. And then you're going to have some videos and a discussion question that you're going to answer. Then on Thursday, I'm actually going to go ahead and post this very first assignment a little bit early in case you would like a head start on that. And so you're going to do a little bit more with the Flint Water District, and then I'm going to have you answer some chemical reaction questions, and that's your Google Doc assignment. So that's the first one that I showed you. And then finally, you're going to be doing a lab with M&Ms. So one thing that I have sent out an email to all of you and your parents asking if you would be willing to purchase just a small bag of M&Ms, and there's going to be a lab activity that you're going to do on Thursday. Those of you who have me in class on Friday, if you want to, you are welcome to wait to complete that activity on Friday when I see you in class. If you want to get your M&Ms from me, and if you don't want to get your M&Ms from me, or you are going to bring in M&Ms, then you can go ahead and finish that before you come to class on Thursday. And then finally on Friday, we're going to be doing some Edpuzzle notes on writing and balancing chemical reactions. Those should not be too long. They should be probably about 20, maybe 25 minutes worth of notes. And then you're going to have balancing reactions PhET lab. So we're going to go away from gizmos for this section, and we're going to focus on balancing reactions in PhET studios. And then you're going to have your CK12 assignment 6.6 through 6.8. Okay. And then those are going to be the ones that are through CK12. And so that's why you'll notice that those are worth 15 points, because each one is going to be worth 5 points. Coming up the following week or next week, we're going to go over types of chemical reactions. So I am planning on doing a lab in class. That's going to be one of your days worth is going to be a chemical reactions lab. And then your other days are going to be different things with chemical reactions. Okay. And we're also going to look at energy and chemical reactions as well. If you have any late work, make sure that you use this late work form and submit that for me so that I can get it graded. If it is an Edpuzzle, or if it is a CK12 assignment that is assigned through CK12, you don't need to worry about submitting that, because those scores are automatically submitted to me. If you have any questions, please reach out. Send me an email. Don't forget your M&Ms if you're coming with M&Ms. If you are not coming with M&Ms, if you're a distance learner, please see if someone's willing to get you some M&Ms. If you cannot do M&Ms, then you can go ahead and use something like Legos, colored pencils, crayons, any multicolored objects that you can find around your house. Okay, you could actually even use coins. You could use quarters, pennies, nickels, and dimes. Whatever is going to end up working for you for that activity. And you'll see what I mean when we get to that activity. Have a great week, you guys.